Minsk, Belarus, August 20th, 2025. A rare diplomatic moment unfolded today as Iranian President Masoud Pezeshkian and Belarusian President Alexander Lukashenko signed a joint statement on in-depth development of relations. The ceremony, held in the Belarusian capital, was not just symbolic but deeply political, a move that signals a united front against international isolation and Western sanctions. The two leaders exchanged documents, shook hands, and stood before their delegations as applause filled the hall. For both Minsk and Tehran, the signing was more than protocol. It was a declaration of intent to expand ties in politics, economics, and security. President Lukashenko addressed the press, emphasizing what he called real progress in the bilateral talks. He explained that Belarus and Iran were now looking toward a larger step, the possibility of preparing and signing a full strategic cooperation agreement in the near future. Such a move, he said, would strengthen Belarus's outreach beyond Europe and deepen its alignment with partners in Asia. Today, we held quite substantial talks with my colleague, Lukashenko stated. We made, in my opinion, very good progress in our relations. A good result of this progress will be if we prepare and sign an agreement on strategic cooperation in the nearest future, like we agreed with the president of Iran. But Lukashenko also used the platform to deliver pointed criticism at the West. He described sanctions imposed on both Minsk and Tehran as nothing less than economic terrorism, accusing Western governments of using restrictions as weapons to undermine independent nations. His rhetoric echoed a long-standing narrative in both capitals, that sanctions are less about human rights or democracy and more about geopolitical control. Belarus considers economic terrorism the illegal restraining measures introduced against Minsk and Tehran by the collective West, Lukashenko declared. Our republics are successfully resisting this aggressive and hypocritical sanction war. The Belarusian leader went further, highlighting Iran's importance not just in its own region, but on the global stage. He portrayed Tehran as an indispensable partner whose political and economic influence extends well beyond Asia. Belarus sees Iran as an important political and economic partner, not only in the Asian region, but on the international arena as a whole, he said. For Iranian President Masoud Pezeshkian, the visit to Minsk was equally significant. Coming at a time of heightened tensions between Tehran and Western powers, the public show of solidarity provided both visibility and legitimacy. It also reinforced Iran's outreach strategy, seeking stronger ties with countries willing to resist Western pressure. Today's meeting, therefore, was not just about bilateral agreements. It was a clear signal. Belarus and Iran intend to stand together against sanctions, isolation, and political pressure, while opening the door to broader cooperation in trade, infrastructure, and international diplomacy. The ceremony ended with both leaders once again shaking hands before their flags, projecting unity in the face of global challenges. For Minsk and Tehran, August 20th marked not just a signing ceremony, but the start of what both sides hope will be a deeper and lasting
Организации сотрудничества БРИКС и иных структур, которые сегодня всестороннего сотрудничества между Беларусью и Ираном.
Belarus sees Iran as an important political and economic partner, not only in the Asian region, but on the international arena as a whole.
Важные аспекты двусторонних отношений. Особое внимание. Мы всегда исходим из принципа взаимного доверия 30 лет плодотворного сотрудничества, основанного на прежде всего приветствовать вас в городе Минске, в неспокойном мире. Совместными усилиями Беларусь и Иран смогут...
Действительно, это большая возможность провести встречу с вами и с вашими коллегами. Направлением нашего сотрудничества, но, как вы отметили...
Темпы хорошие, но объемы желают быть большими.
Кооперации по всем направлениям.
Today, we held quite substantial talks with my colleague. We made, in my opinion, very good progress in our relations. A good result of this progress will be if we prepare and sign an agreement on strategic cooperation in the nearest future, like we agreed with the President of Iran, Masoud Pezeshkian. Belarus considers economic terrorism the illegal restraining measures introduced against Minsk and Tehran by the collective West. Our republics are successfully resisting this aggressive and hypocritical sanction war.